Presenting the London Merchant. From all that's near the court, from all that's great, within the compass of the city walls, we now have brought our scene to heaven's gate.
Boy.
What do you mean?
That you have no good meaning. This year there hath been plays at this house. I have observed it. You have still girds as citizens, and now you call your play the London Merchant. Down with your title.
Are you a member of the noble city?
I am.
And a freeman?
Yea, and a grocer.
Grocer? Oh, by your sweet favor, we intend no abuse to the city.
No, sir. Yes, sir. If you were not resolved to play the jacks, what need you study for new subjects? Why could you not be contented, as well as others, with Shakespeare or Marlowe?
You seem to be an understanding man. What would you have us do, sir?
Why, present something notably in honor of the commons of the city. I will have a citizen, and he shall be of my own trade.
You should have told us your mind a month ago. Our play is ready to begin now.
'Tis all one for that. I will have a grocer, and he shall do admirable things.
What will you have him do?
Oh, young sir, I will have him do such...
Husband! Husband!
Peace, mistress!
Oh, hold thy peace, Rafe. I know what I do.
Are you sure you know how to use the zoom camera, dear?
Oh, husband, how shall I turn my camera the right way?
Rafe, help your mother. Pray, gentlemen, make her some room.
I'm something troublesome here. Was there at one of these zoomed plays, as they say before?
Boy, dear boy, she's here now. It's time to begin.
But, sir, we have never have a boy for the prologue. Everyone hath the part already.
Oh, husband, let Rafe play him. Oh, husband, for God's sake, let Rafe play him. Oh, beshrew me if I do not think he will go beyond them all.
Well remembered, wife. Turn your camera on, Rafe. I'll tell you, sir, let them but lend him a suit of apparel and necessaries, and by gad, if any of them blow wind in the tail on him, I'll be hanged.
Oh, let him kill the lion with the pestle, husband. Oh, let him kill the lion with the pestle.
So he shall. I'll have Rafe kill a lion with a pestle.
Now, hold up thy head, Rafe, and pray show the gentleman what thou canst do.
Oh, do, Rafe, do.
By hand, methinks it were an easy leap to pluck bright honor from the pale-faced moon, or dive into the bottom of the sea, where never fathom line touched any ground, and plucked up drawn honor from the lake of hell.
How say you? Is it not as I told you?
Well, he shall have a suit of apparel if he will go in.
In, Rafe, go, go, go.
Oh, I warrant our Rafe will look finely when he's dressed.
But what will you have it called?
How about the grocer's honor?
And methinks the Knight of the Burning Pestle were better.
I'll be sworn, husband. That's good a name as can be.
Let it be so. Begin. Come, wife.
We now have brought our scene to...
Wait, what? George, I think I muted the Zoom production.
No. We now have brought our scene to...
I can hear it.
Oh.
From all that's near the court, from all that's great, within the compass of the city walls, we now have brought our scene. Fly far from hence. All private taxes, immodest phrases, whatever may but show like vicious, for wicked mirth never true pleasure brings, but honest minds are pleased with honest things.
Where's
and honest
Rafe?
For Rafe's part, you must answer for yourself.
Take you no care for Rafe, he'll discharge himself. But on with the play, I warrant you.
We now have brought our scene to the house of the rich merchant Venturewell.
Sirrah, I'll make you know you are my prentice. and whom my charitable love redeemed even from the fall of fortune, gave thee heat and growth to be what now thou art, new cast thee, adding the trust of all I have at home, so fair were thy beginnings. But with these, as I remember, you had not leave to love your master's daughter. Even then, when I had found a wealthy husband for her, I take it, sir, you had not. But however, I'll break the neck of that commission and make you know you are but a merchant's factor.
Madam, I do liberally confess I am yours, bound both by love and duty to your service. Besides, I cannot think you mean to match her unto a fellow of so lame a presence, one that hath little left of nature in him.
Oh, 'tis very well, sir. I can tell your wisdom how all this shall be cured.
Your care becomes you.
And thus it shall be, sir. I discharge you my house and service. Take your liberty. And when I want a son, I'll sin for you.
These be the rewards of those that love. Oh, you that live in freedom never prove the travail of a mind led by desire.
How now, friend? Struck with my father's thunder?
Struck and struck dead, unless the remedy be full of speed and virtue. I am now what I expected long. No more your mother's.
But mine.
But yours, and only yours, I am. You dare be constant still.
Jasper, dear, fear me not. In this I dare be better than a woman. Nor shall his anger nor his offers move me, were they both equal to a prince's power.
You know my rival.
Yes, I prithee, Jasper, fear him not.
Oh, no, I do not mean to do him so much kindness. But to our own desires. You know the plot we agreed on.
Yes, and will perform my part exactly.
I desire no more. Farewell, and keep my heart. 'Tis yours.
I take it. You must do miracles, make me forsake it.
Fie upon 'em, little infidels! What a matter's here now? Well, I'll be hanged for a halfpenny if there be not some abomination knavery in this play. Well, let 'em look to it. Rafe must come, and if there be any tricks a brewing.
Ooh, let him brew and bake too, husband. Oh, Rafe will find all out, I warned you.
I pray, my pretty youth, is Rafe ready?
He will be presently.
Well, I say enough of this Jasper fellow. And his loose. Where's my dear Rafe?
Oh, do not worry, wife. I assure you he'll be in the next scene.
Another room in Venturewell's house.
George, that's not Rafe.
You are quite right, but let's see what the fellow has to say.
Oh, but why?
The sooner he talks, the sooner he exits, and the sooner Rafe comes.
Oh, yes. Good.
Can we continue with the play now?
Oh, yes, do go on.
Come, sir. She's yours. Upon my faith, she's yours. You have my hand, my wanton prentice that like a bladder blew himself with love, I have let out and sent him to discover new masters yet unknown.
I thank you, madam. Indeed, I thank you, madam, and stirred am. It shall be known, however you do deem, I am of gentle blood and gentle seam.
George, tell me one thing. Oh, stay, players, I beseech you, until I question my husband.
What is it, Mouse?
Dost thou ever see a prettier actor? Oh, how it behaves itself, I warranty, and speaks and looks and burns up its little head. Oh, look at those
Dear
whiskers.
wife, I prithee heartily contain thyself. The actors are pretty show people, but when Rafe comes, lamb.
Aye, when Rafe comes, George, all will be well. Oh, so now, sir, you may proceed.
Well, sir, you know my love and rest, I hope, assured of my consent, but get my daughters and wed her when you please. You must be bold and clappen close unto her. Oh, come, I know you have language good enough to win a wench.
I take your gentle offer, and withal yield love again for love reciprocal.
What, loose, within there?
Told you, madam?
I did. Give entertainment to this gentleman, and see you are not froward. To her, sir, my presence will be but eyesore to you.
Fair Mistress Luce, how do you? Are you well? Give me your hand. And I pray you tell, how doth your little sister and your brother, and whether you love me or any other?
Sir, these are quickly answered.
So they are when not cruel.
Why then, farewell.
Oh, so, fair lady, for I must tell, before we part, for what we meet together. Oh, God grant me time and patience and fair weather.
Speak, and declare your mind in terms so brief.
I call to you, although it cost me, more than I'll speak for now. For love hath tossed me, and now I rise aloft, and now I fall, and
Alas, good gentleman, alas the day.
I thank you heartily. And as I say, thus do I continue without rest. In the morning like a man, at night like a best.
Well, sir, you know my will is nothing worth without my mother's grant. Get her consent.
Thy worshipful mother will not deny me.
Sweet Humphrey, then I am content.
Oh, and so am I in truth.
Yet, there is another clause must be annexed. I swore and will perform it. No man shall ever joy me as his wife, but he that stole me hence. If you dare venture, I am yours. If not, farewell forever.
Stay, nymph, stay. I have a double gelding, colored bay, sprung from his father by barbaran kind, another for myself, although somewhat blind, yet true as a trusty tree.
I am satisfied. And so I give my hand. Our course must lie through Waltham Forest, where I have a friend will entertain us. So, farewell, Sir Humphrey.
Oh, though I die, I am resolved to venture life and limb for one so young, so fair, so kind, so true.
Oh, by my troth, George, and as I am virtuous, isn't he the kindest young man that ever tread on shoe leather? Wilt go thy ways. If thou hast or not, 'tis not thy fault, if faith.
Oh, I prithee, mouse, be patient. He shall have her, or I'll make some part of him smoke for it.
A grocer shop.
Oh, that's my good lamb, George. Oh, look, husband, there's Faith.
Let Rafe alone. Rafe, do not strain yourself too much at the first. Begin, Rafe.
Then Palmerin and Trinius, snatching their lances from their dwarves and clasping their helmets, galloped amain after the giant. And Palmerin, having gotten a sight of him, came posting amain, saying, "Stay, traitorous thief, for thou mayest not so carry away her that is worth the greatest lord in the world." And with these words gave him a blow on the shoulder. I do wonder why these kings do not raise an army of 14 or 1,500,000 men and destroy these giants. They do much harm to those wandering damsels that go in quest of their knights.
Oh, Faith, husband, and Rafe says true.
True, wife, that he does, my dear. On, Rafe.
And certainly those knights are much to be commended who wander with a squire and a dwarf through the deserts to relieve poor ladies.
By my faith, are they, Rafe?
There are no such courteous and well-spoken knights in this age. They will call one the son of a whore that Palmerin of England would have called fair sir, and one that Rossaclear would have called right beauteous damsel, they will call damned bitch.
Ooh, well, be sworn will they, Rafe, when they have called me so 100 times.
But what brave spirit could be content to sit in his shop and that might pursue feats of arms and through his noble achievements procure such a famous history as to be written of in his heroic prowess?
Well said, Rafe.
Some more of those words, Rafe.
Why should not I then pursue this course, both for the credit of myself and our company? For amongst all the worthy books of achievements, I do not call yet of mind that I read of a grocer errant. I will be the said knight. Have you heard of any that wandered unfurnished with his squire and dwarf? My elder apprentice, Tim, yes, Tim, shall be my trusty squire, and he, my dwarf. Hence, my blue apron. Yet, in remembrance of my former trade, upon my shield shall be portrayed a burning pestle. Pestle. A burning pestle. And I will be called the Knight of the Burning Pestle.
Nay, I dare swear thou will not forget thy old trade.
Tim, you speak, please.
Anon.
My beloved squire, and my dwarf, I charge you that from henceforth you ne'er call me by any other name but the right and courteous valiant knight of the burning pestle. Pestle, I got it. And that you never call any female by the name of a woman or a wench, but fair lady, if she have her desires. If not, distressed damsel, that you call all forests and heaths deserts, and all horses palfreys.
Oh, this is very fine, of faith. Do the gentlemen like Rafe, think you, husband?
I warrant thee the players would give all the shoes in their shop for him.
My beloved squire Tim, stand out in your Zoom box. Admit this were a desert, and over it a knight errant pricking, and I should bid you inquire of his intents. What would you say?
Sir, my master sent me to know whither you are riding.
No! Thus, fair sir, the right courteous and valiant knight of the burning pestle commanded me to inquire upon what adventure you are bound, whether to relieve some distressed damsel or otherwise.
Oh dear, it appears Tim cannot remember.
Faith, and Rafe told him on't before. All the gentlemen heard him. Oh, did Rafe not tell him on't?
Our Rafe is the right courteous and valiant knight of the burning pestle. All he needs is a distressed damsel to save.
Relieve her with all courteous language. Now shut up shop, no more my prentices, but now my trusty squire and dwarf. I must bespeak my shield and arming pestle.
Go thy ways, Rafe. As I'm a true man, thou art the best on 'em all.
I pray thee come again quickly, sweet Rafe.
By and by.
A room in Merry Thought's house.
Give thee my blessing? No, I'll ne'er give thee my blessing. I'll see thee hanged first. It shall ne'er be said that I gave thee my blessing. Oh, thou art thy father's own son, of the right blood of the merry thoughts. I may curse the time that ere I knew thy father. He hath spent all his own, and mine too, and when I tell him of it, he laughs and dances and sings and cries, "Party rock is in the house tonight. Everyone, let's have a good time." And thou art a waste thrift, and art run away from thy master that loved thee well, and art come to me, and I have laid up a little from my younger son, Michael, and thou thinkst to bezzle that, but thou shalt never be able to do it. Come hither, Michael. Come, Michael, down on thy knees. Thou shalt have my blessing.
I pray you, mother, pray to God to bless me.
God bless thee. But Jasper shall never have my blessing. He shall be hanged first, shall he not, Michael?
Yes.
How sayest thou?
Yes, forsooth, mother, and grace of God.
Oh, that's a good boy.
In faith, it's a fine spoken child.
Yes, but Mistress Merrythought is taken in quite a manner so as not to bless her son.
Well, George, I think it's because she wants him to
Pardon,
become
madam, but may we continue?
Sure. Do go on.
Mother, though you forget a parent's love, I must preserve the duty of a child. I ran not from my master, nor returned to have your stock maintain my idleness. My coming only is to beg your love, which I must ever, though I never gain it. And howsoever you esteem of me, there is no drop of blood hid in these veins, but I remember well, belongs to you.
If faith, I had enough sorrow through thee, but I'll hamper thee well enough. Get thee in, thou vagabond, and learn of thy brother Michael.
I'm in the house tonight. Everybody's gonna have.
Oh, Charles! Charles, Mary thought! Oh dear. He's singing again. Mary thought!
Nose, nose, jolly red nose. Who gave thee this jolly red nose?
Hark, my husband, he's singing and hoiting, and I'm fain to cark and care, and all little enough. Husband. Charles. Charles, Mary thought.
Nutmegs and ginger, cinnamon and cloves, and they gave me this jolly red nose.
If you would consider your state, you would have little list to sing.
It should never be considered while it were in a state if it would spoil my singing.
But how wilt thou do, Charles? Thou art an old man. Thou canst not work, and thou hast not $40 left, and yet thou eatst good meat, and drinkest good drink, and laughs.
And will do.
But how wilt thou come by it, Charles?
How? Why, how have I done hitherto these 40 years? I never came into my dining room, but at 11 and 6 o'clock, I found excellent meat and drink on the table. My clothes were never worn out, but next morning a tailor bought me a new suit, and without question it will ever be so. Use makes perfectness. If all shall fail, it is but a little straining myself extraordinary and laugh myself to death.
It's a foolish old man, is it not, George?
Oh, yes, dear.
Oh, I feel bad for him. George, give me my purse. I will give him $1. Mhm.
No, darling. Let the actors continue doing their play, darling.
Oh.
$1 likely won't help them all that much anyway.
All right, dear.
Well, Charles, you promised to provide for Jasper, and I have laid up for Michael. I pray you, pay Jasper his portion. He's come home and shall not consume Michael's stock. He says his master turned him away, but I promise you truly, I think he ran away.
No, no, indeed, Mistress Mary thought. Though he be a notable gallows, yet I'll assure you, his master did not turn him away. What, even in this place twas a faith, what, within this half hour? Oh, about his daughter, and my husband was by. Mm-hmm.
Yes, dear, but I have a problem with the fact that he was in love with his master's daughter. It's not respectful behavior to not ask permission.
That is true, dear, but love is love.
That it is, my love.
Yes, love is love. Now, for crying out loud, where is Jasper? He's welcome. Call him in. He shall have his portion. Is he merry?
Oh, thou chive him. He is too merry. Jasper! Michael.
Welcome, Jasper. 'Tis thy mother's mind thou shouldst receive thy portion. Thou hast been abroad, and I hope hast learned experience enough in how to govern it. Thou art of sufficient years. Hold thy hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in $100 for thee. Thrust thyself into the world with that, and take some settled course. If fortune cross thee, thou has a retiring place. Come home to me, for I have 20 and 100 left. But most importantly, be a good husband. That is, wear ordinary clothes, eat the best meat, and drink the best drink. Be merry and give to the poor, and believe me, thou hast no end of thy goods.
Long may you live free from all thought of ill, and long have cause to be thus merry still. But, Father...
No more words, Jasper. Get thee gone. Thou hast my blessing. Farewell, Jasper. So now be gone. No words.
So, Michael, now get thee gone too.
Oh, yes, forsooth, mother. But I'll have my father's blessing
no,
first.
Michael, 'tis no matter for his blessing. Thou hast my blessing. I'll fetch money and jewels and follow thee. I'll stay no longer with him. Truly, Charles, I'll be gone too.
What? You will not.
Yes, indeed I will.
Indeed she will.
You shall not, when all your own is gone, spend that I have for Michael.
Farewell, good wife. I expect it not. All I have to do in this world is to be merry.
Oh, I'll be sworn he's a merry old gentleman for all that. But I would have Rafe come and do some of his gambles instead. Sweetheart, bid Rafe come.
Sirrah, young man, where's Rafe?
Rafe,
Sir, you scurvy boy, bid the players send Rafe. My gods, this is all riffraff.
a room in Venture Wells.
And how goes it now, son Humphrey?
Right worshipful and my beloved friend and mother dear, this matter's at an end.
'Tis well, it should be so. I'm glad the girl is found so tractable.
Nay, she must whirl from hence, and you must wink, for so I say, the story tells tomorrow before day.
How was it, son? You told me that tomorrow before daybreak you must convey her hence.
I must, and thus it is agreed. Your daughter rides upon a brown bay steed, I on a sorrel, which I bought Brian, the honored host of the Red Roaring Lion.
George, dost thou think 'twill be a match? Thou seest the gentleman, poor heart, how it labors and throbs. I warned you to be at rest. I'll go and move the mother fort.
No, I prithee sit still, honeysuckle, thou wilt spoil all. If he deny him, I'll bring half a dozen good fellows myself, and in the shutting of an evening knocked up and there's an end.
Then steal her when you will, if such a pleasure content you both. I'll sleep and never see it, to make your joys more full. But tell me why you may not here perform the marriage.
The cause you ask, and thus I declare, help me, O muses mine, your daughters swear, and this it was she swore, never to marry, but such a one whose mighty arm could carry, as meaning me, for I am such a one, her bodily away through stick and stun, till both of us arrive at her request, some 10 miles off in Waltham Forest.
If this be all, you shall not need to fear any denial in your love. Proceed. I'll neither follow nor repent the deed.
Waltham Forest.
Oh, come, Michael. Oh, art thou not weary, boy?
Well, how could he be weary? They just entered the forest.
Quiet, dear, and let Michael talk. I think that actor's quite good. Go on.
No, forsooth, mother, I am not weary. No, not I.
Where be we now, child?
Indeed, forsooth, mother, I cannot tell, unless we be at Mile End. Is not all the world at Mile End, mother? Mother, what would...
Says my boy.
Shall my father not go with us, too?
No, Michael, let thy father go snick. Let him stay at home and sing for his supper. Oh, come, child, look, here's a ring and a brooch and a bracelet, and here's some money.
Shall I have all this, mother?
Aye, Michael, thou shalt have all, my boy.
How likest thou this, the mother and her son?
Dear wife, in all honesty, I cannot tell. I would have Rafe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look now, there he is. Here's Rafe.
Rafe, hold up thy head and be not afraid.
All gentlemen will praise thee if thou playest thy part with audacity. Begin.
My trusty squire, lance up my helm. Give me my hat. My hat? Yep. Oh. Pray tell, where are we? Or what desert may this be?
This is the Paris Wallendown, in whose bottom stands an enchanted battle.
Oh, Michael, we are betrayed. Here be giants. Fly, boy, fly!
Lance on my helm again. Oh, I will relieve her. Go, dwarf, and say the knight that wears this pestle, in honor of all ladies, swears revenge upon that recreant coward that pursues her. Go, comfort her, and that same gentle squire that bears her company.
I go, brave knight.
My trusty squire and friend, reach me my shield, and hold it while I swear. First, my shield. That's not a shield, Tim. First, by my knighthood, then by my sword, the beauteous Birundella girt about me. By this bright burning pickled pestle, here I vow ne'er to end the quest of this fair lady, and that forsaken squire, till by my valor I gain their liberty.
Heaven bless the knight that thus relieves poor errant gentlewoman.
Aye, Mary, Rafe, this has some savour in it. But George, I will not have him go away so soon. I shall be sick if he go away, that I shall. Call Rafe again. George, kill all that comes near our Rafe. And thou lovest me, George, protect our beloved Rafe.
Peace a little, my darling. Rafe shall kill them all, and there were 20 more on him than there are.
Now, Fortune, this is our place of meeting. Love have any constancy. Ugh, age, where only wealthy men are counted happy. My father's blessing, and this little coin is my inheritance. A strong revenue. From earth thou art, and to the earth I give thee. There multiply. Whilst fresher air breeds me a fresher fortune. How? Illusion? What, hath the devil coined himself before me? 'Tis metal good, it rings well. I am waking, and taking too, I hope. Now God's dear blessing unto his heart that left it here. 'Tis mine. These pearls, I take it, were not left for swine.
I don't like that this unthrifty youth should embezzle away the money. The poor gentlewoman, his mother, will have a heavy heart for it, God knows.
And reason good, my sweetheart.
Oh, but let him go. I'll tell Rafe a tale in his ears. I'll fetch him again with.
Another part of the forest.
But wife, here comes Rafe. Darling, thou shalt hear him speak as he were an emperor.
Comes not Sir Squire again?
Right. Courteous knight, your squire doth come, and with him comes the lady.
Madam, if any service or devoir of a poor errant knight may right your wrongs, command it. For I am pressed to give you succor, for to that holy end I bear my armor.
Alas, sir, I have lost my money in this forest.
Desert, you would say, lady, and not lost, whilst I have the sword and lance. Dry up your tears, which ill befit the beauty of that face, and tell the story, if I may request it, of your disastrous fortune.
Oh, hath he not cause to weep, do you think, when he hath lost his inheritance?
Young hope of valor, weep not. I am here that will confound thy foe, and pay it dear upon his coward head, that dares deny I have but one horse, on which shall ride that fair lady behind me, and before that courteous squire. Fortune will give us more upon our next adventure. Fairly speed beside us, squire and dwarf, to do us need.
Did I not tell you, Nell, what your man would do? By the faith of my body, for clean action and good delivery, they may all cast their caps at him.
Oh, and so they may be.
Yet another part of the forest.
However I in fault am for your lame horse, you're welcome unto Waltham. But which way now to go, or what to say, I know not truly till it be day.
Fear not, Humphrey. I am guide for this place good enough.
Ride, or if it please you, walk for your repose. Or sit, or if you will, go pluck a rose.
Faith, and you say the word, we'll even sit down and take a nap.
'Tis better in the town, where we may nap together, for believe me, to sleep without a snatch would mickle grieve me.
You're merry, Master Humphrey.
Oh, so I am, and have been ever merry from my dam.
Luce, dear friend Luce,
Here, Jasper.
you are mine.
If it be so, my friend, you use me fine. What do you think I am?
An errant naughty?
A word of obloquy. Now, by God's body, I'll tell thy master, for I know thee well.
Nay, an you be so forward for to tell, take this and tell her I gave it and paid thee well.
Ah! Oh, go, sir. I have it, and do confess the payment. Pray be quiet.
Oh, get you to your nightcap and the diet to cure your broken bones.
Farewell, poor Humphrey. Get thee some wholesome broth with sage and comfrey.
That was ne'er so banged in hell.
Oh, come hither, Humphrey. Has he hurt you?
Madam, I am fine, I assure you.
No, you're not. You're clearly hurt. No, I'll have Rafe fight with him. Sirrah, boy, come hither. Let Rafe come in and fight with Jasper.
Aye, and beat him well. He is an unhappy boy.
Sir, the plot of our play lies contrary and will hazard the spoiling of our play.
Thank me no thankings, nor plot me no plots. I'll have Rafe come out. I'll make your house too hot for you else.
Well, sir, he shall completely disrupt the entire plot line of...
Rafe, go your ways, goodman boy. He shall have his belly full of fighting now. Aha! And here comes Rafe.
And yet another part of the forest.
What knight is that?
Sir, I am no knight, but a poor gentleman that this same night had stolen from me on yonder green my lovely wife, and suffered to be seen, yet extant on my shoulders with such a greeting. Whilst I live, I shall think of that meeting.
Well, Rafe, he beat him unmercifully, and now spares him. I would thou wert hanged.
No more, dear wife, no more. Let Rafe speak with Master Humphrey.
Whereas the caitiff wretch hath done this deed.
Here comes the broker that hath purloined my treasure.
Go, squire, and tell him I am here, an errant knight-at-arms, to crave delivery of, that fair lady to, her own knight's arms. If he deny, bid him take ground, and so defy him.
From the knight that bears the golden pestle, I defy thee, knight, unless you make fair restitution of that bright lady.
Tell the knight that sent thee he is an ass, and I will keep the winch and knock his headpiece.
Knight, thou art but dead if thou were called not thy uncourteous terms.
Come, knight, I am ready for you. Now, your pestle. They'll try what temper, sir, your mortars of.
Oh, nay, and my noble knight be down so soon, though I can scarcely go, I needs must roon.
Come, Luce, we must have other arms for you. Humphrey and Golden Pestle, both adieu.
Oh, God bless us, I'm afraid my boy's miscarried. If he be, though he were Master Merrythoughts' son 1,000 times, if there be any law in England, I'll make some of them smart for it.
No, I've found out the matter, sweetheart. As sure as we are here, he is enchanted. I'll have a ring to discover all enchantments, and Rafe shall beat him yet. Be no more vexed, my good dear, for it shall be so.
The door before bells in.
Oh, husband, here's Rafe again. Come, Rafe, art thou hurt? Oh, hold on. There is some sugar candy for thee. Oh, now proceed. Thou shalt have another bout with him.
If Rafe had him at the fencing school, if he did not make a puppy of him and drive him up and down the school, he'd never come in my shop more.
Truly, Master Knight of the Burning Pestle, I am weary.
Indeed, la, mother, I am very hungry.
Take comfort, gentle dame, and you, fair squire, for in this desert there must needs be placed many strong castles held by courteous knights, until I bring you safe to one of those. I swear by this my order ne'er to leave you.
Well said, Rafe. George, Rafe was ever comfortable, wasn't he not?
Yes, Doc.
I shall never forget him. When we had lost our child alone at Puddle Wharf, and there it had drowned itself, but for a sculler, Rafe was the most comfortablest to me. Peace, mistress, says he. Let it go. I'll get you another as good. Oh, did he not, George? Did he not say so?
Yes, indeed he did, my dear.
I will be having a mess of pottage and a pot of drink, squire, and we're going to bed.
Why, we are at Waltham's Town End, and that's the Bell Inn.
Take courage. I have discovered an ancient castle held by the old knight of the Most Holy Order of the Bell.
Oh, that dwarf is a good actor. Oh, but the other's a groutnell. Ugh.
Okay, I've had just about enough. I am usually stage managing this thing and make everything.
Well, your acting could use some work. So,
George, I think it's Rafe's line, so you could stop talking to Tim.
all right, dear. Rafe, my boy, do go on.
Knock at the gates, my squire with stately lance. Tim?
I can't. My acting needs work.
No.
It needs work,
No.
apparently.
Tim, please.
I get dragged on stage and my acting needs work.
Tim, please, don't listen to them. They haven't been in the theater. You know, I've been in the theater.
Canuck!
Thank you.
There. Oh, you're welcome, gentlemen. Will you see a room?
Right courteous and valiant knight of the burning pickle, this is Squire Tapsterow.
Ooh. Fair Squire Tapsterow, I, a wandering knight, am to this castle well by fortune brought.
And please you see a chamber? You are very welcome.
Hey, George, shall Rafe beat nobody again? Oh, I prithee, sweetheart, let him.
So he shall, my dear Nell. Perhaps I'll put on a cloak and play a knight myself, with some shining armor and a sword at my hip. Think of it, my dear, if I join with him, we'll knock 'em all.
Room in Venturable's house.
Oh, unhappy that I am to lose my child. Now I begin to think on Jasper's words, who oft hath urged me thy foolishness. Why didst thou let her go? Thou lovest her not, that wouldst bring home thy life and not bring her.
Shall I tell you true? We can look at these shoulders, they are black and blue.
Get men and horses straight. We will be there within this hour. You know the place again. Meantime, I will go talk with Jasper's father.
George, what wilt thou wager with me now? That Humphrey is not lost loose yet? Oh, George. Oh, speak, George. What wilt thou wager with me?
No, Nell, I warrant thee Jasper is at Puckeridge with her by this.
Nay, George, you must consider Lucy's feet are tender, and besides, 'tis dark, and I do not think how she will get out of Waltham Forest with her yet.
Nay, what wilt thou wager with me that Rafe has her not yet?
Well, I will not wager against Rafe, honey, because I have not spoken with him.
A room in Merrythought's house.
Oh, look, Nell, here comes the merry old singing gentleman again.
I have money and meat and drink enough till tomorrow at noon. Why should I be sad? To what end should any man be sad in this world? Sad in this world. Never trust a tailor that doesn't sing at his work.
Mark this, Nell, 'tis worth noting. Godfrey, my tailor, never sings.
Look, George. Oh, how sayest thou by this? He's not a fine old man. When wilt thou be so merry, George? Faith, thou art the frowningest little thing when thou art angry.
Peace. Thou shalt see him taken down too, that I warrant thee.
Oh, Master Merrythought, this mirth becomes you not. My daughter's gone.
Her daughter's gone.
Mock not my misery. It is your son has stolen my only joy, my child away.
Your daughter. What a stir's here with your daughter? Let her go. Think no more on her, but sing loud. If both my sons were on the gallows, I would sing.
Oh, might I behold her once again, and she once more embrace her aged sire.
Fie, how scurvily this goes. And she once more embrace her aged sire. You'll make a dog on her, will ye? She cares much for her aged sire, I warrant you.
For this thy scorn, I will pursue that son of thine to death.
Do, and when you have killed him, give my regards to Jasper.
Oh, I'll fetch my daughter, then I am coming.
No more of your daughter, it spoils my mirth.
I say, I'll fetch my daughter, then I will come.
She'll fetch her daughter, though she be a wretch.
I'll be revenged, by heaven.
How does that like this, George?
Why, this is well, but if Ray forehot once, thou shouldst see more.
Waltham Forest?
My love, though we have lost our way, we have not lost ourselves. Are you not weary and frighted with the terror that attends the darkness of this wild, unpeopled place?
No, my best friend, I cannot either fear or entertain a weary thought whilst you, the end of all my full desires, stand by me.
You have caught me loose so fast that whilst I live, I shall become your faithful prisoner and wear these chains forever. Come, sit down and rest your body. So, will you sleep?
I cannot sleep.
I then will sing.
I'll sing or say or anything but sleep.
Come, little mermaid, rob me of my heart. Dissemble it no more. I see the god of heavy sleep lay on his heavy mace upon your eyelids.
I am very heavy.
Sleep, sleep, and quiet rest crown thy sweet thoughts. Keep her, you powers divine, whilst I contemplate the wealth and beauty of her mind. She is only fair and constant, only kind, and only to thee, Jasper. Oh, my joys! Some say, however ill, the sea and women are governed by the moon. Both ebb and flow, both full of changes. Yet to them that know and truly judge, these but opinions are, having a love without the faults of women, and greater in her perfect goods than men. Though certainly I am certain of her love, I'll try her, that the world and memory may sing to aftertimes her constancy. Loose! Loose! Awake!
Why do you wake me, Jasper? Sleep. Thou art wild with watching.
Make your way to heaven and bid the world farewell. You're for another life.
Jasper, how have my tender years committed evil?
Foolish girl, canst thou imagine I could love her daughter that flung me from my fortune into nothing, to sink or swim? Come, by this hand you die. I must have life and blood to satisfy your mother's wrongs.
Away! Oh, George, away! Oh, my heart, what a varlet's this, to offer manslaughter upon the harmless gentlewoman.
Oh, I warrant thee, sweetheart, will have him hampered.
Jasper, be not cruel.
Whereabouts?
No more of this, now to myself again.
He stands with sword like martial knight, drawn in his hand, therefore beware the fight.
Sirrah, restore my daughter.
Madam, no.
Upon him, then? Come your ways, minion. I'll provide a cage. For you, you're grown so tame. Well, horse her away.
Loose! My loose!
Your horses have today.
They are gone and I am hurt. My love is lost. bleed, bleed and die. I cannot. Oh, my folly. Shall I but see my love again? Oh, no. She will not deign to look upon her butcher, nor is it fit she should. Yet I must venture. Oh, chance, or fortune, or whatever thou art that men adore for powerful, hear me cry, and let me loving live, or losing die.
Is he gone, George?
Yes, my dear.
Oh, Mary, let him go, sweetheart. Oh, by the faith of my body, has put me into such a fright that I tremble. Look at his hair. Oh, George, how it shakes.
Oh, sweet mouse, he shall not fright thee any more.
A room in Bell Inn.
Oh, Rafe, how hast thou slept tonight? How has the night used thee well?
Peace, Nell, let Rafe alone.
Master, the reckoning is not paid.
Right, courteous knight, we render thanks to your puissant self and your gentle squires.
Sir, there's $24 to pay.
Thou merry Squire Tapstrow, thanks to thee.
Valiant knight of the burning pestle, give me ear. There is $24 to pay.
George, why, prithee, tell me, must Rafe pay that money now?
No, Nell, nothing but the old knight is merry with Rafe.
Oh, it's nothing else. All right, well, Rafe will be as merry as he.
Sir Knight, this mirth of yours becomes you well, but to requite this liberal courtesy, if any of your squires will follow arms, he shall receive from my heroic hand a knighthood by the virtue of this pickle pestle.
Fair knight, I thank you for your noble offer. Therefore, 24 you must pay, or I must cap you.
Well, look, George, did I not tell thee as much? Give him his money, George.
Cap, Rafe, no. Hold out your hands, Sir Knight of the Bell, there's your money.
I would you should know it. Rafe has friends that will not suffer him to be capped for 10 times as much. And 10 times to the end of that. Now, take thy course, Rafe.
Come, Michael. We will go home to thy father. He hath enough left to keep us a day or two, and we'll set fellows abroad to cry our purse in our casket. Shall we, Michael?
I pray, mother. In truth, my feet are full of chilblains with traveling.
Master Knight of the Burning Pestle, my son Michael and I bid you farewell. I thank your worship heartily for your kindness.
Farewell, fair lady, and your tender squire. If pricking through these deserts I do hear of any traitorous knight who through his guile hath light upon your casket and your purse, I will despoil him of them and restore them.
Oh, I thank your worship.
Dwarf, bear my shield, and now farewell, your knight of the Holy Bell. But yet, before I go, speak, worthy knight, of aught you do of sad adventures know, where errant knight may through his prowess win eternal fame, and free some gentle souls, endless bonds of steel and lingering pain.
Sirrah, go to the barber and bid him prepare himself, as I told you before. Quickly.
I am gone, sir.
Sir Knight, this wilderness affordeth none, but the great adventure where full many a knight hath tried his prowess and come off with shame.
Speak on, Sir Knight. Tell what he is and where.
Not far from hence, near to a craggling cliff, there stand a lowly house, and in it a cave, in which an ugly giant now doth dwell, yclept Barbarossa. He wears a motley garment to preserve his clothes from blood of those knights which he massacres. Every night adventurer he doth trim, and now no creature dares encounter him.
In God's name, I will fight with him!
Do, Rafe, that's my boy.
I will defeat the giant and save the city!
Brave, sprited knight, I'll bring you within sight of this most loathsome place, but dare not stay.
George, well, dost thou think that Rafe will confound the giant?
Oh, no, I saw him wrestle with the great Dutchman and hurl him.
A door before a barber shop.
Ooh, Rafe's here, George.
God send thee good luck, Rafe.
Pestle Knight, yonder his mansion is.
Oh, faint not heart. Susan, my lady dear, the cobbler's maid of Milk Street, for whose sake I take these arms. Oh, let the thought of thee carry thy knight through all adventurous deeds. Knock, dwarf, against the brick till it break, with the shrill strokes, or till the giant spake.
What fond unknowing wight is this that dares so rudely knock at Barbarossa's cell?
I, traitorous caitiff, traitor to God and men. Prepare thyself. This is the dismal hour appointed for thee to give strict conduct account of all thy beastly, treacherous villainies.
Foolhardy knight, full soon thou shalt abide. This fond reproach thy body will I bang. Prepare thyself, for dead soon shalt thou be.
To him, Rafe! Hold up the giant!
Falsify a blow, Rafe. The giant lies open on his left side.
There, boy! Kill!
No, get all out of him first. Fetch him over the hip foot.
Presumptuous man! See to what desperate end thy treachery hath brought thee. The just gods, for all the villainies which thou hast done to knights and ladies, now hath paid thee home by my stiff arm, a knight adventurous.
I crave for mercy, as thou art a knight.
Thou shalt no mercy, nor shalt thou have any.
But will not Rafe kill this giant? Surely I am afraid if he let him go, he will do as much hurt as he ever did.
Not so, Mouse, neither if he could convert him.
Aye, George, if he could convert him, but a giant is not so soon to be converted as us ordinary people.
Mercy, great knight, I do recant my ill, and henceforth never gentle blood will spill.
I give thee mercy, but yet shalt thou swear upon my burning pestle to perform thy promise uttered.
I swear, brave knight of the burning pestle.
Depart then, and amend. Come, dwarf, the sun yet grows towards its set, and we have many more adventures yet.
I know he would have beaten all the boys in the house.
A street before Merrythought's house.
Oh, look, here comes Mrs. Merrythought and her son Michael.
Now you are welcome, Mistress Merrythought. Now Rafe is done, so you may go on.
Be merry. We are home now. Why, Merrythought, husband?
Oh, hark you, Mistress Merrythought, you that walk upon adventures and forsake your husband, because he sings with never a coin in his purse. But I'll be merry.
Are you disposed to make me wait here? Why, Master Merrythought, what am I that you should laugh me to scorn thus abruptly? Am I not your fellow feeler, as we may say, in all our miseries? Your comforter in health and sickness? Have I not brought you children? Are they not like you, Charles? Look upon thine own image, hard-hearted man, and yet for all this
If you will sing, I'll give you something. But if not, nothing.
Oh, he's not in earnest, I hope, George, is he?
Oh, what if he be, sweetheart?
What do you hear, Merrythought? He has locked his wife outside the door till she sings.
Yes, dear. And perhaps she has a pretty voice.
Well, is that my point?
No, dear.
Well, then why would it be permissible if he
It's
just...
not, dear.
So are you agreeing with him?
No, dear.
Because that's what it sounds like, and I will absolutely not.
Beer, dear?
Oh, now a churl's fart in your teeth, sir! Oh, come, boy. I'll provide for thee. We'll go to Venturewell, I'll get his letter to mine host, and there I'll place thee with the tapster. And let me alone for that old cuckoldry knave, your father. I'll use him in his kind.
But George, come George, did you take the beer?
No, darling, it's right here.
Oh, George, this old fornicating fellow.
What fornicating fellow, dear?
One is not out of my mind yet. So, gentlemen, I salute you all and desire more of your acquaintance with all my heart. Well, sweetheart, George, can you hear me?
Yes, dear.
Oh, more beer.
Of course, dear.
Straight.
There, boy, deliver this, but do it well. Hast thou provided some lusty fellows able to carry me, and art thou perfect in all thy business?
Sir, you need not fear. The men are ready for you and what else pertains to this employment.
There, my boy, take it. But buy no land.
Faith, sir, I fly on my wings to carry your destiny.
Go, and be happy. Stand fixed, thou rolling stone, till I enjoy my dearest. Hear me, all you powers that rule in men. Celestial.
Oh, go thy ways, thou art as crooked as a sprig as ever grew in London. If I live, George, I will...
Oh, let me alone, sweetheart. I have a trick in my head shall make him sing Peccavi ere I leave him, and yet he shall never know who hurt him either.
Do, my good George, do.
What shall we have Rafe do now, boy?
You shall have what you will, sir.
George, let Rafe travel over great hills and come to the king of Krakowia's house, and let the daughter stand in her window and let her spy Rafe and fall in love with him.
Well said, Nell, it shall be so. Boy, let's have it done, quickly.
Sir, if you will imagine all this to be done already, but you shall hear them talk together.
Sir, boy, let's have it as you can, then.
Besides, it will show ill-favoredly to have a grocer's prentice to court a king's daughter.
Will it so, sir? You're well read in histories. I pray you, fetch him in, sir.
It shall be done.
Now we shall see fine doings, I warrant you, George.
The king of Moldavia's court.
Oh, here they come, and how prettily the king of Krakowia's daughter is dressed.
Aye, dear, it is the fashion of that country, I believe.
Welcome, Sir Knight, unto my father's court, unto me, Pompiana, his daughter dear.
Damsel right fair, I am on many sad adventures bound, that call me forth into the wilderness, but many thanks, fair lady, be to you for using errant knight with courtesy.
Oh, but say, brave knight, what is your name and birth?
My name is Rafe. I am an Englishman, as true as steel, a hearty Englishman. And prentice to a grocer in the Strand, by deed of dent, in which I have one part, but fortune calling me to follow arms. On me this holy order I did take, of burning pestle, which in all men's eyes I bear, confounding ladies' enemies.
Oft have I heard of your brave countrymen. My father oft will tell me of a drink in England found, and nippotato called, which driveth all the sorrow from your hearts.
Lady, 'tis true. You need not lay your lips to better nippotato than there is.
Oh, tell me then, Rafe, could you be contented to wear a lady's favor in your shield?
I am a knight. I am a knight of a religious order, and will not wear the favor of a lady. Besides, I have a lady of my own in merry England, for whose virtuous sake I took these arms, and Susan is her name, a cobbler's maid in Milk Street, whom I vow ne'er to forsake while life and Pestle last.
Oh, happy that cobbling dame, whoe'er she be, that for her own dear Rafe hath gotten thee. Unhappy I, that ne'er shall see the day to see thee more, that bear'st my heart away.
Lady, farewell. I needs must take my leave.
Oh, hard-hearted Rafe, that ladies doth deceive.
Hold up thy gentle hand, thou princely maid. There's a $9. Well, $9 coins for your father's chamberlain, and 3 and 20 to his cook. Ooh, to the maid that washed my boot hose. There's $3. And last, fair lady, there is for yourself 8 and 4 to buy you pins at Bumbo Fair.
Full many thanks, and I will keep them safe till all the heads be off. For thy sake, Rafe.
Advance, my squaw. Tim, my parents are here. And dwarf, I cannot stay.
Thou kill'st my heart in passing thus away.
A room in the house of Venturewell.
Oh, here comes Master Humphrey and his love again now.
Oh, shall we continue to watch George, even without Rafe?
Indeed we shall, my dear, to see who he may save for battle next.
Go, get you up. I will not be entreated. Come, they are child's tears. I know your fashion. Go, Sirrah, lock her in and keep the key safe as you love your life. Now, my son Humphrey, my daughter is yours again. Appoint the time and take her. We'll have no stealing for it. I myself and some few of our friends will see you married.
I would you would, in faith, for, be it known, I ever was afraid to lie alone.
Some 3 days hence, then.
3 days, let me see. 'Tis somewhat of the most, yet I agree.
Sir, it is a gentleman without would speak with your worship.
Bid her come in. Welcome.
Mr. Venturewell, I come on as a poor suitor to you on behalf of this child.
Are you not wife to Mary, thought?
Yes, truly. Would I had ne'er seen his eyes. He has undone me, and himself, and his children. And there he lives at home, and sings and revels among his drunken companions. Therefore, I would entreat your letter to the honest host of the Bell in Waltham, that I may place my child under the protection of his tapster in some settled course of life.
I'm glad the heavens have heard my prayers. Thy husband, when I was ripe in sorrow, laughed at me. Thy son, like an unthankful wretch, I having redeemed him from his fall and made him mine, to show his love again, first stole my daughter, then wronged this gentleman, and last of all, gave me that grief had almost brought me down unto my grave. Go and weep as I did, and be unpitied, for I here profess an everlasting hate to all thy name.
Will you so, madam? How say you by that? Come, Michael, we'll go to thy nurse's. She knits silk stockings, boy, a task for the journey.
Sir, I take it you are the master of this house.
How then, boy?
Sir, comes this letter.
From whom, my pretty boy?
From that was your servant, but no more shall that name ever be, for he is dead.
Madam, that I have wronged your love, I must confess. Let not your anger, good madam, outlive me, but suffer me to rest in peace with your forgiveness. Let my body, if a dying man may make such a prevail with you, be brought to your daughter, that she may truly know my hot flames are now buried, and withal receive a testimony of zeal I bore her virtue. Farewell forever, and be ever happy, Jasper. Oh, God's hand is in this. I do forgive him, yet I am glad he's quiet where I hope, yet I am glad. Boy, bring the body and let him have his will, if that be all.
'Tis here without, madam.
So, sir, if you please, you may conduct it in. I do not fear it.
I'll be your usher boy, for though I say it, he owed me something once, and well did pay it.
Another room in the Venturewell's house.
Come, O death, bring me to thy peace.
Fair mistress, let me not add greater grief to the great store you have already. Jasper, that whilst he was alive was yours, now dead and here enclosed, commanded me to bring his body hither and crave a tear from your fair eyes.
He shall have many. Didst thou but ask a tear? I'll give thee all. Thou sable cloth, sad cover of my joys, I lift thee up, and thus I meet with death.
And thus you meet the living.
Save me, heaven!
Nay, do not fly me fair. I am no spirit.
Oh, thou dear shadow of my friend.
Dear substance, I swear I am no shadow. Feel my hand. It is the same it was. I am your Jasper that's yet living and yet loving. Pardon my rash attempt, my foolish proof I put in practice of your constancy, for which boldness doom me to anything. If death, I take it, and willingly.
And a true death I'll give you for it. Oh, I am satisfied you are no spirit. Why do you come thus to me?
First to see you, then to convey you hence.
It cannot be, 'tis impossible to escape.
Nothing more possible. Within this coffin do you convey yourself. Let me alone. I have the wits of 20 men about me. Only I crave the shelter of your closet a little, and then fear me not. Creep in. Fear nothing, dearest love. I'll be your second. Lie close. So, all goes well yet. Boy!
At hand, sir.
Please carefully move this coffin into the other room.
Ugh, 'tis already done.
Now, I must go conjure.
Boy. Boy.
Your servant, madam.
Do me this kindness, boy. Oh, hold, here's $100. Before you bury the body of this fellow, carry it to his old merry father and salute him from me, and bid him sing. He hath cause.
I will, madam.
And then bring me word what tune he is in.
God bless your worship's health, madam.
Farewell, boy.
Straight before Mary Thought's house.
Merry thoughts, art thou there again?
Let's hear some of their songs.
Not a penny left. My wife and both my sons I know are not where. I have nothing left, nor know I how to come by meat for supper. Yet I am merry still.
Sir, they say they know all your money is gone and they will trust you for no more drink.
Will they not? Let them choose. The best is I have mirth at home and need not send abroad for that. Let them keep their drink to themselves.
Sir, I can get no bread for supper.
Hang bread and supper. Let's preserve our mirth, and we shall never feel hunger. Follow me. Let's change our place, and we shall laugh afresh with a song, good boy. We'll sing a merry old song.
He's just singing every other line, George. I wish to go.
Well, wait a moment more, Nell. I will have Rafe do a very notable matter now, to the eternal honor and glory of all grocers. You there, boy? Can you hear?
Sir, your pleasure.
Let Rafe come out on May Day in the morning, with all his scarves about him, his feathers, his rings, and his knacks.
What, sir? You did not think of our plot. What will become of that then?
What, sir, I care not what become on it. I'll have him come out, or I'll fetch him out myself. Bring him out quickly. If I needs must come in among you, I certainly will.
Well, sir, he shall come out. But if our play miscarry, you are like to pay for it.
Well, boy, if that be all the concern, I say, bring him on.
Well, this will be brave, Faith.
I do not have enough scarves for this.
Well, you'll have enough to make do, Rafe. Do come on.
Fine.
See, now, there he is, Nell. He's reasonably well in apparel, but has not scarves enough.
London, to thee I do present the merry month of May, that each true subject be content to hear me what I say. Rejoice, O English hearts, rejoice, rejoice, O lovers dear. Rejoice, every city, town, and country, rejoice, eke every shire. For now the fragrant flowers do spring and sprout in seemly sort. The little birds do sit and sing, the lambs do make fine sport. The lords and ladies now abroad for there to sport and play, do kiss sometimes upon the grass, and sometimes in the hay. And let it ne'er be said for shame that we, the youths of London, lay thrumming of our caps at home and left our custom undone. Up then, I say, both young and old, both man and maid a-maying, with drums and guns that bounce aloud, and merry tabor playing, which to prolong, God save our king, and send our country peace, and root out treason from the land, and so, my friends, I cease.
A room in Venturewell's house.
We'll have no great store of company at the wedding, and we will have a capon and stewed broth with marrow, and a good piece of beef stuck with rosemary.
Forbear thy pains, fond woman. It is too late.
Heaven bless me, Jasper!
I am his ghost, whom thou hast injured for his constant love. First know, thy daughter is quite borne away, and nevermore shalt thou behold her face. But she and I will in another world enjoy our loves. I'll come in midst of all thy pride and mirth, invisible to all men but thyself, and whisper such a sad tale in thine ear shall make thee let the cup fall from thy hand, and stand as mute and pale as death itself.
Forgive me, Jasper. Oh, what may I do? Tell me to satisfy thy troubled ghost.
Repent thy deed and satisfy my father. And beat fond Humphrey out of thy doors.
Oh, Nell, his very ghost would have folks beaten.
Sir, my bride is gone. Fair mistress loose. My soul's the font of vengeance, mischief's loose.
Hence, fool, out of my sight with thy fond passion. Thou hast undone me. Thy mother, fool. There's a blue more. Be gone, Jasper. I hope thy ghost be well appeased to see thy will performed. Now will I go to satisfy thy father for my wrongs.
Since my true love is gone, I never more, whilst I do live, upon the sky will pour, but in the dark will wear out my shoe soles in passion in Saints' church under balls.
George, call Rafe hither. George, if you love me, call Rafe hither now.
What, dear?
Call Rafe hither, for I have the bravest thing for him to do. Prithee, call him quickly.
Rafe, your mother wants you to be in another scene. Humor her, please, and return. Rafe. Come on, Rafe.
Pickle.
Oh, valiant knight of the burning Pestle, I have another quest for your noble heart.
Yes, sir.
Come hither. Closer to... Oh, for God's sakes, tend to thy mother, boy.
My darling, I would have thee call all the youths together in a battle ray, with drums and guns and flags, and march to Mile End in a high, pompous fashion, and there exhort your soldiers to be merry and wise, and to keep their beards from burning, and then skirmish. Let your flags fly, and cry, kill, kill, kill.
I warrant you, if I do it not for the honor of the city and for the credit of my master, let me never hope for freedom.
'Tis well spoken, in faith.
Go thy ways, thou art a spark indeed.
Rafe, double your files bravely, boy.
I warrant you, sir.
I was there myself, a pikeman once, in the hottest of the day. Remember, my darling, I had my feathers shot sheer away, the fringe of my pike burnt off with powder, my paint broken with a scouring stick, and yet I thank God I am here.
Oh, George, hark, George, the drums.
Thus indeed, quoth the guns, courage my hearts, quoth the captains, St. George, quoth the pikemen, and withal there they lay, and there they lay, and yet for all this, I'm here, my wife. I'm here, my darling.
Be thankful for it, George, for indeed, 'tis wonderful.
March!
A straight.
March! Stand! Lieutenant, beat the rear up. Sergeant, call the muster.
A stand. William Hammerton Pewter.
Here, Captain.
Can you shake it with a terror?
I hope so, Captain.
Charge upon me. 'Tis with the weakest, but more strength, William Hammerton. More strength! Stop! Hammerton, stop! Proceed, Sergeant.
George Green Goose Poulterer.
Here.
Let me see your piece, neighbor Green Goose. Well, when was she shot in?
I made a shot even now, partly to scour her and for audacity.
It should seem so, certainly, for her breath is yet inflamed. Besides, there is a main fault in the touch-hole. It runneth and stinketh. Where's your powder? What? In a paper? As I am a soldier and gentleman, it craves a martial court. You ought to die for it. Where's your horn? Answer me to that.
And like you, sir, I was oblivious.
It likes me not you should be so. It was a shame for you and a scandal to all our neighbors, being a man of worth and estimation, to leave your horn behind you. I'm afraid 'twill breed example, but let me tell you no more on it. Stand till I view you all. Hammerton, what's become of the nose of your flask?
Indeed, law, Captain, was blown away with.
Put a new one on the city's charge. Of this piece?
Drummer took it to like tobacco.
'Tis a fault, my friend. Put it in again. The powder. Sergeant, take a note on it. Remove and march. Soft and fair, gentlemen. Faces about and stand. No, in your Zoom boxes stand. Gentlemen, friends, and my fellow soldiers, I have brought you this day to measure out in these furious fields honor by the ell and prowess by the pound. Let it not be told hereafter that the noble issue of this city fainted, but bear yourselves in this fair action like men. Fear not the face of the enemy, nor the noise of the guns, neither let the stink of the powder offend you, since a more valiant stink is nightly with you. To a resolved mind, his home is everywhere. Remember, then, whose cause you have at hand, and like a sort of true-born scavenger, scour me this famous realm of enemies. I have no more to say but this. Stand your tackling, lads, and show to the world you can well as brandish a sword as shake an apron. St. George, and on, my lads! St. George!
'Twas well done, Ray.
Now the boy hath deceived me much. I did not think he had it in him.
A room in Mary Thought's house.
Yet, I thank God I break not a wrinkle more than I have. Not a stoop, boy. Care to live with cats, I defy thee. My heart is as sound as an oak, and though I want drink to wet my whistle, I can sing.
God save you, sir.
It's a brave boy. Canst thou sing?
Sir, if you knew what I have brought you, you would have little list to sing.
What do you bring me, my boy? What do you bring?
A coffin, sir, and your dead son Jasper in it.
Dead? Jasper's ghost. A merry ghost, a very merry ghost.
Mary, look you, sir.
Ha! Art thou good at that in faith?
What? Mary Thought? Will you not let me in?
What voice is that calleth at our door? What voice?
Oh, you know me well enough. I am sure I have not been such a stranger to you.
She's a stranger.
Nay, good sir, be persuaded. She is my mother. If her offenses have been great against you, let your own love remember she is yours, and so forgive her.
Mary Thought, let me entreat you. I will not be denied.
Woman, I take you to my love again, but you shall sing before you enter.
I will not sing.
You must sing, or I shall not grant you entrance.
Fine, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, come, you're welcome home again.
Are you
Welcome
within, sir?
home.
Mary Thought?
It is my master's voice. Go, sir, and hold her in talk, whilst we convey ourselves into some inward room.
What are you? Are you merry? You must be very merry if you enter.
I am, sir.
Sing, then.
Nay, good sir, open to me.
Sing, I say, or by the merry heart, you come not in.
Well, sir, I'll sing. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny when a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your...
Okay, you are welcome, madam, you are welcome. You see your entertainment, pray you, be merry.
Oh, Master Mary Thought, I come to ask you forgiveness for the wrongs I offered you and your most virtuous son. They're infinite. His wandering soul, not yet at rest, pursues me everywhere. My daughter is gone, I know not how, taken invisibly, or whether living or in the grave, 'tis yet uncertain to me. Oh, Mary Thought, these are the weights will sink me to my grave. Forgive me, sir.
Why, sir, I do forgive you, and be merry. And if Jasper in his lifetime played the knave, can you forgive him too?
With all my heart, sir.
Sir, if you will forgive him, there's no more to be said in the matter.
I do.
No, you don't.
Pardon, sir, but I do.
Well, my husband says you don't, and he has been paying more attention than me, so...
No, darling, I mean that I do not like this.
Well, this is the play that we rehearsed, so...
Well, stop! I miss Rafe.
So do I, dear, but these people just keep on talking.
I find it important to mention that Rafe wasn't even supposed to be in this play, so if you guys would be so kind as to allow us to continue.
But no, you were all just about done, right?
Actually, I have a lovely aria at the end of this show that you will just love to hear. I'm sure it will leave you oh so merry. So if you will let me sing of a merry day.
Please.
Would it kill you to let us finish the play?
The ending is quite surprising. My character...
Oh, I doubt it will be in any way surprising.
I mean, really, Jasper, you've been foreshadowing the end for, what, 3 scenes?
3 scenes now.
Denise?
Oh, Rafe? Rafe, where did you go, Rafe?
Rafe, your mother is calling for you to enter.
I know, but it is not my time to enter.
Enough of this. Back to my line.
Actually, it was time for me to see.
No. Peace. All of you, come hither. Hear me, boy. Everybody's part has come to an end, but Rafe's, he's left out. Nell and I want everyone to exit and Rafe to enter.
As long as yourself, sir, we have nothing to do with his part.
Well, bid everyone exit and leave the stage, and Rafe can close the show.
Don't you want to know what happens to Jasper and Lucy?
Make an end on him as you have done by the rest, boy. Come.
All right. I guess everyone else needs to exit.
Seriously, in all my years of show business, I've never...
I'm leaving.
No, fine. I'll go too.
I guess all that's left to say is that I hope you all have a very merry evening. Goodbye.
Now, good husband, now that all of the actors are gone, let Rafe come out and die.
He shall now. Rafe, come away quickly and die, my boy.
'Twill be very unfit he should die, sir, upon no occasion, and in a comedy, too.
Take you no care of that, boy. Is not his part at an end, think you, when he's dead? Come in, Rafe.
When I was mortal, this my causative corpse did lap up figs and raisins in the strand, where sitting I espied a lovely dame. Straight did her love prick forth me tender sprig, to follow feats of arms in warlike wise through Waltham deserts, where I did perform many achievements, and did lay on ground a huge Barbarossa, that insulting giants. Then honor pricked me from my native soil into Moldavia, where I gained the love of Pompiona, his beloved daughter, but yet proved constant to the black thumb maid, Susan, and scorned Pompiona's love. I then returned home and thrust myself into action, and was by all men chosen the Lord of May, where I did flourish it with scarves and rings and posy in hand. And after this action, I preferred was and chosen city captain at Mile End, and trained my men and brought them all off clear. But all these things I Rafe did undertake, only for my beloved Susan's sake.
'Tis a pretty fiction, i' faith.
Then took I up my bow and shaft in hand, and walked into Moorfields to cool myself. But there, grim, cruel death met me alone, and shot this forked arrow through my head. And now I faint. Be warned. By me, my fellows, every one of forked heads. Farewell, all you good merry boys in merry London. Ne'er more shall we on Shrove Tuesday meet, and pluck down houses of iniquity. Oh, my pain increaseth. I ne'er more shall hold open whilst another pumps both legs, nor doll but satin gown with rotten eggs set up a stake. Oh, ne'er more I shall. I die. Fly, my soul, to Grocer's Hall.
Well said, Ray.
Go thy ways, and I echo your mother. Well said, my boy.
Thank you.
Come, now, shall we go Rafe's dead, so the play's done?
Nay, by my faith, George, I have more manners than so. I'll speak to these gentlemen first. I thank you all, gentlemen, for your patience and countenance with Rafe. I refer to your own discretions whether you will applaud him or no. For I will wink and George will clap. Oh, I pray God that you also do so. Good night. Okay. Come, George.
Yes, dear.
The end?